I received this beautiful initiation from Thoth intelligence in the mid-1980s. I hope you will enjoy it. It's one of my favorites. In quiet meditation, you are alert to the feeling of time as a plumed serpent spiraling a passage through the sky mind, folding and enfolding light and air. Shades of emerald and turquoise flash among the mist clouds, and jaguars resonate their low vibrato calls within impenetrable forest below. Back from the present moment are you recalled, reaching further and further into the recesses of an ancient rhythm that dances to a saffron sun cradled by the Yucatan Sea. Here you are captured, a starfish of the night, by fishers who long ago cast their nets for you. You return now among them as a woman of the Temple of Dahlia, the Maya palace where princesses of the Opal Moon weave silver nests of birthing for the Quetzal birds of men's desire. The Dahlia, or princesses of the Opal Moon, are descended from the first Dahlia of the star race, who brought to the people the seeds of the tribe now known as Maya. It was the first Dahlia who were the mothers of the Maya. The princesses of the Opal Moon maintain the sacred spiral of energy necessary to keep the Maya open as a quima flower to the star patterns of their ancestors. So you shall become now one of these, the precious living opals of the Mother Sea and Father Flame. Find yourself within the palace of the princesses, where you have been born, shall live, and die. You are at this time being prepared to receive your star sight, not given to a Dahlia until she reaches the age of 18. The princess knows she must carry, as a child in her womb, the manifesting glory of the vision opal. It is to become her divine burden, her cherished life, her single grace. Her young body, scented in the fragrance of fine oils and flowers, will be made a chalice for the mantle of masters, of the beings from the greater world who come to the Maya in visions and dreams, yet once walked among them as brothers and sisters. As women, the princesses quicken the Father Flame, the fire of transmutation, through which every living thing receives perpetuation in the great cosmic. Because you are Dahlia, you, your mother, your grandmother, and maternal ancestors before them, have all inbreathed the Mother Sea into their veins, and thus their blood, when brought before the sight of Father Sun, bears the iridescent colors of her face. It is she, the Opal Lady of the Moon, who is the Dahlia's spirit body, and it is through her that the Father Flame rejoices to be born of her and sorrows to leave her side. Yet she, in her halo grace, restores men to their harvesting fields as she brings them up from the depths of the abyss and shines her template into their hearts and minds. From the great cosmic, this template is the visage of all. It is that which recognizes the connectedness of life to death, to life again, and the many fiery beads molded from the mountain's hot breath that collect as cooling reminiscence in the mind. Princess of the Opal, you are the one who sees into the hearts of men. You pluck open the beads of forgotten memory and nurture these thoughts into pedestals of stone and stairways of earthen strength. Forsake not your calling from the past. Build the inside of men into the temples of ages from whence comes the daughters and sons of eternity. Bend upon the line of matter as it meets the threshold of spirit, and feel the tension of the harp as it warps to the pull of the harmonic connectiveness of its strings. Become the mutable solvent, the amber resin that is worked by graceful hands into the wood. See yourself as a princess of the Opal Moon, a harp for the tender psalms of generation upon generation of women who are but filaments of starlight gleaned through the beams of the moon. Proceed into your ceremony to be one with the remembrance as you behold the face of your Mother Cosmic. A veiled woman comes before you, carrying a small box inlaid with mother of pearl, upon which a large opal wavers from crimson to blue in the textured light of the temple. The woman is not revealed, for she is robed and covered of face and form, yet her femininity is evident in the grace of her movements and the delicate force of her slender hands. Gaze into the opal atop the lid of the box. Become sensitive to its countenance as you would a living entity. It speaks to you from the Mother. The veiled one opens the box. Within, embraced in lavender silk, is a pair of earrings the shape of flattened pillars made of sky blue jade. The blue jade is known as cocoa, found only upon the grounds of the first temple near the sea, long dissolved by time. Yet in the rocks, there this rare jade is manifest, for it comes from a process of alchemical transmutation brought about by the star race when they ascended into the beam. The pillared earrings are the length of 3 inches with carved forms upon them. These forms are energy engrams which, when tapped through the correct procedure, open the initiate into the scroll of worlds, the language of the Father Flame, known to us as the Archangel Metatron. The earrings of blue jade are the sabha, the emblem of angels. They are worn by attaching the carved inset along the side facing the ear, into the crook above the lobe of the ear. The lower part of the inset rests at the bottom of the earlobe. The earlobe, then, is held within the curve of the earring's inset. The sabha cannot be worn by anyone who does not have the genetics of the star race in full activity, for it will accommodate an elongated earlobe only, which is the shape made by neuropulses from brain centers that are now dormant in the human race. Once attached to the ear, they send signals of the angelic language into the brain. Be alone with sabha, adorn yourself, and impress the language of Metatron into your heart. Still wearing the emblem of angels, you are under a night sky. Look into the pool before you and see the moon and starlight echoing your stirring of spirit as your ancient self tosses in a bed of dreams. From the mirror of the pool, a star brightens. It gathers light as a distant storm collects thunder in the hills. Larger it becomes, all other sources of light turning away from its brilliance. And now, in the center of the pool, it takes form. The light becomes more tolerant to the eye, and a shape emerges from its void of brilliance. It reveals itself to you as a kwima flower, that beautiful perfect white, the waxen smoothness of a newborn child, with tints of yellow gold in the center of its lotus-like heart. The kwima is not exclusively a water plant and can be found on land as well, although it needs a great deal of water absorbed in both its roots and petals to survive. This plant bears a small round blue fruit, somewhat the shape of a pomegranate. The nectar of this fruit is the elixir of the Maya's star race, for the plant was brought to them in that far time when the first temple stood. For you in this moment, the flower becomes a cup of its sweet nectar. Its colorless juice is exquisitely tasting, leaving the entire body spiritually rested and uplifted. Drink from the flower cup. Through the elixir you experience the wholeness of mind, body, and spirit. It is not hallucinogenic, but an actual awakener of natural yet dormant energy cells within your brain. Receive the transfusion of the ancient ones into your living stream. Know that from this time on, you may drink the kwima nectar at any time when you are in need of a regeneration of your whole being. The third stage of your journey brings you to the steps of the first temple. In ruins, yet the steps remain, as teeth of an old warrior cat whose mouth has closed upon the truth of the past. You are met by the Jaguar Master, an elder priest who was given to the crumbled statuaries and stones of the first temple as a young man, where he keeps his vigil and guardians the sacred jade. It is here that the Dahlia are brought to meet their own strength, the jaguar within. The elder priest looks into your eyes, and the mouth of the cat is opened. You see a spear and a shield. The spear is a manifestation of the piercing of your deepest fear, and the shield is the image of your greatest strength. Become Jaguar Woman and enter the arena of your dynamic struggle. As you conquer fear with the blazing shield of spirit, so now you are one with the thrones of power that balance life and death upon the sepulchres of will and destiny. You are risen to the height of the trees, so that you dwell not in the underbrush, but are given to sun and sky, as an oyster sprung from the shell to the palate of life, scattering its pearls into the oceans of new beginnings. It becomes a condor of flight. Before you return to the place from which you set sail, to your present space and time, find one thing that you may bring with you from this remembrance and initiation of the past. As a priestess, a princess, as a woman, as a mother of men, What shall you offer your present existence as a token from Maya? Return now and be one with the present. And so it is.